Has this happened to you? It's getting late in the evening and you're boiling down something on the stove and you need to stick it in the refrigerator so it doesn't go bad overnight and you don't have any ice. Well, I have a solution for you to try, and it's pretty simple. Start by filling your sinks a little bit less than half full of water. You don't want them more than half full because there's a chance that the water will come up and overflow. And this is just cold water right out of the tap. In fact, this water is actually 73 degrees. We're then going to put the pot in the water, and we want it to float just like it is now, because we want water to go underneath the pot as well. Right now, the temperature of our tomatoes is 189 degrees. Pretty warm. So what we're going to do, we're going to use the principles of heat transfer to reduce the temperature in our pot and increase the temperature of the water. And we're going to do that by stirring. And I actually prefer a spatula versus a spoon because a spatula has more surface area and can move more material around a lot better than a spoon. So we're just going to go ahead and start stirring this until the temperature in here is reduced and the temperature of the water is increased. It's usually going to take about, maybe 3 or 4 minutes to do that. See where our temperature is now. So the temperature of our tomatoes is now 121 degrees, and the temperature of our water is 92 degrees. So what we're going to do, we're going to pick this up and we're going to transfer it to the other side and do the same thing. And we're going to let the water out on that side to drain and refill. Okay, let's see where our temperature is now. So our tomatoes, 80 degrees, and the water is at 83 degrees. So once again, we're going to go ahead and rotate this over to the other side, let this water out, and continue to stir. Now our tomato temperature is 83 degrees and the water temperature is 79 degrees. So one more time, we're going to rotate this. It usually takes about 4 rotations. And continue to stir. Okay, we're now down to 77 degrees on the tomatoes, and the water is 76 degrees. So what has happened is the temperature of the water has basically transferred its coolness, so to speak, into the tomatoes, and the tomatoes have transferred its heat into the water, and they've pretty much balanced out. And that's what nature wants to do. Nature wants to find a balance. Now these tomatoes can now be ready to be put in the refrigerator. If you were to put this into the refrigerator nice and hot, then you really run the risk of food poisoning and other things, because a hot container in the refrigerator will actually raise the temperature above the safe zone of 40, well above it, and warm up all your food, and could stay warm for several hours and spoil all your food in the refrigerator. So it's important that you cool down your food prior to going into the refrigerator, and this is just one way of doing it. Switching a cold water bath 4 times and stirring for about 4 or 5 minutes per switch can really bring down the temperature to a manageable temperature. So I hope this is a good idea, and try it and see how it works for you.